All right. Hello again. Third time is the charm. Michael Edwards coming to you live. And I'm so excited to have a conversation with you today about the kind of leadership that changes not only our lives, but the lives of all those around us. And so if you are catching me live for the first time, say hello. And if you're here with me live, let me know. I would love to say hello. And if you're watching the replay, drop hashtag replay down below. Let me know that you were here and what was your biggest takeaway. And I'm just going to trust that the sound is good this time. So I am so excited to be having this conversation. And it really, I almost had this out of body experience, kind of observing this come about because I had this conversation brewing in the background for a long time, but it I never thought that I would be here having a conversation about leadership. Thank you guys so much for telling me, for coming back and telling me the sound is good. I never thought I would be here having a conversation with you about leadership. A year ago, it's not, I really never thought of myself as a leader. And when you talked about like leading a team or being a CEO, I felt very far away from that. But something incredible has been happening. I have, through all the work that I've done, I've obviously done a lot of growth and a lot of healing, and I've had a lot of mentors, and I've been in business, and I advise people that are in business, and I network with people that are in business, and I really have changed. And I've had these experiences lately where I've had it's happened like 6 or 7 times now in the course of a couple of weeks, where people that I really respect, some of them were clients and some of them were peers, have stopped and looked at me after they've asked me for a piece of advice and just said, "You're so embodied." And it's been such a thing the way that they've said it that it's really hit me. And it's hit me because the truth is that a year ago, I was nowhere near where I am now. And through this work and this unfolding of becoming this person that is so embodied in what I teach and is such a leader and is uh, expanding my capacity to hold so much, so many doors have opened, in terms of clients, in terms of peers, in terms of rooms that I have access to. I didn't realize how much this leadership and being so powerful and internally defined was going to open so many doors and was going to have such an impact on my income and my level of influence. And as this has kind of gone on, I've also been noticing these conversations because obviously I have peers and clients that are, doing amazing things in business, medium-sized businesses, big businesses, small businesses. And more people have come to lean on me for leadership questions. There's always been an emotional intelligence piece there where, I've had team leaders that have asked me about dynamics in their team, but it's kind of gone beyond that. And there have been these incredible situations where I've coached people through leadership and I've coached people through different experiences that they're having with team and in their businesses. And it's been so impactful, so positively impactful. People dealing with what started as conflict and resolving it in a way that is empowering both for the person and the person that they were dealing with. Things where people have been able to really take the reins and have difficult conversations with people in their company and on their teams, call in people that need to be called in, let go of people that need to be let go of, and this is the most important, while stepping more deeply into the identity and into the embodiment of being a leader. And this has been so impactful for me to watch with my clients and also for them to experience. And one of the things that I've realized is that what's I think a lot of times the antithesis of being a leader is avoidance. And when you hear avoidance, you might kind of think of like the level one avoidance that we have maybe when we're younger, or we're just kind of like stepping into something new and maybe we avoid tasks and we're afraid and we're, avoid responsibility. That may be something that you're experiencing, but that's not what I'm speaking about today. What I see in the leaders and high performers that I work with, and what I kind of have been shifting through myself, is there's an avoidance to slippery things. So maybe there's one part of our business that we face head on all the time, but in our relationships, we kind of subtly avoid certain conversations or certain feelings. We walk on eggshells, or maybe we show up a certain way here, and then there's just that one staff member, or that one team member, or that one person that we have to deal with, and we hold back for fear of, or just for the avoidance of the discomfort. And anywhere that we are avoiding discomfort is somewhere that we are self-sacrificing and we are sabotaging. Not um we are not stepping into the full power of who we really are. And what's interesting about this kind of piece of work that's unraveled as I've been walking myself through this and doing this with clients is I recognize that a lot of advice that I had gotten before would be like, "Oh, I've recognized that I'm avoiding this thing. Well, you've just got to do it. You've just got to do it." And so what I started to realize, the pattern that develops there is there's this difficult thing I don't want to do. Someone has a talk with me, or I get the courage, like, "Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the one that faces things." And then I face it, but who I am doesn't change. And so the next difficult thing that comes along, there's still this like sand dune that I have to get the energy to go up and over. But what's been happening with me and this work that I've been doing is there's been a complete shift of identity. And in this shift of identity, I've become the person, I've seen my clients become the person who wouldn't do anything but this. They wouldn't do anything but take the reins. They wouldn't do anything but lead. They wouldn't do anything but have the hard conversations. And when you become that, the hard conversations become easier. I had a client today actually on a call use an example of this. We were talking about fitness as one aspect of her and how she saw it. And she says, "Well, but being so fit is easy for me. That's who I am." And I said, "Yes, but that's the code for everything. Because when it becomes who you are and you wouldn't accept anything less than that for yourself, it becomes easier because it's just who you are." And so in this program that I'm introducing, that I'm so excited to be leading, I'm going to be teaching you about this leadership identity shift and really helping you integrate it through difficult conversations, through facing things, through whatever is coming up in your life and business, but not in a way where it's like you just get coached to deal with the thing in front of you, where you get coached and you get the support you need to become the person who faces things. And this becoming this is what has changed so much for me. And I'll be honest, it's changed the way I feel about myself because I feel so much more like a leader, but it has also massively changed the kinds of clients that I attract. And it's definitely impacted my income in a really beautiful way. And I did not expect that. I didn't know that those things were going to go together in the way that they were going together. And so my upcoming program is called Dare to Lead: The Art of Becoming Self-Made. It has three components to it. There are three modules, which is me teaching kind of like this, although obviously deeper. I'm going to teach you about some of these concepts and tools that we were going to be working with. But what I'm really excited about for this program is there are going to be group coaching hot seat days where we have the opportunity to go back and forth, where I can hot seat you, where if there's like an unconscious thing, I can help get to it. You're going to have access to my gifts and insights, and we're going to be able to really go back and forth and kind of almost mastermind about what's going on. And in addition to that, we're going to have 3 Telegram days. So 3 full days in voice message where you're going to be able to come in and share what's going on in your life, what's going on in your business, what your points of resistance might be, what your goals are, what you're growing into. And we're going to have a whole day to be in there and to go back and forth. And these Telegram days are one of the most, my clients are like, "Oh yeah, Telegram days." And then they get them. This is often one of the most valuable things. I had a client say recently, 15 minutes of Telegram riffs from you have given me more self-understanding than my last 10 years of personal development. And I'm so thrilled because that's really what these spaces are. And so In Dare to Lead, this leadership program, The Art of Becoming Self-Made, there's only going to be 10 spots available. So it's only going to be for 10 people, because what I really want and what I've realized about this work is it's not something where I tell you to go do something and you do it. It's we really have to get it together. We really have to kind of tinker with who you are, who you're showing up, what's going on energetically, what's going on in the subconscious, and get you into alignment with this version of yourself that shows up and leads massively. Because the truth is, that is who you really are. And the truth is that that is the version of you that's going to lead you to your next level of success, your next level of integration. And I'm going to tell you again, with like me, there's a part of me that's like, I never thought that I'd be running a leadership program. But I think what I also have come to realize is how much there's the end, it feels like, of what feels safe and comfortable and familiar, and then is just the unknown. And what I mean by that is a lot of people go into business, and I mean whether you have a business in the way that you would think in the traditional sense, whether you're a CEO or a C-suite exec, or you're a contractor or a freelancer, or you have your own company, or you just are in a kind of business where you're self-directed, like a real estate agent or a mortgage broker, anything like that. When we're in these kinds of roles, there's the realm of what we know, and so we go into it, we go, entrepreneurs always want freedom, so we go, I want freedom, I'm going to be self-directed, I'm going to lead myself, whether we think that consciously or unconsciously. And then there's kind of this, there's the road, you get your business set up, you get to a certain point, and then there comes this point, and there's no longer validation. There's no longer the validation of this is the road, this is the path, this is the way. There's only you, your compass, and your leadership, and your ability to have a vision and to execute on it without knowing where exactly how it's all going to come together. And that is truly leadership. I almost called this program Dare to Go First, because to me, that's part of what leadership is. But I felt like it would kind of, we landed on Dare to Lead. But part of this is daring to go first. What would it take, and what is the level of resource and alignment and self-trust and vision and all the things that we have to develop in ourselves to be the one who goes first in the face of uncertainty? And I will tell you this, if you are not the one that's going first in the face of uncertainty, then you're not really in a leadership role yet. Like, you might be testing the waters, but until you're the one, it's like you're the reindeer at the beginning of the pack that leads the way, you're not really leading. And that's what people that make world changing impact, people that make huge successful companies, people that are truly in their heart of hearts entrepreneurs that do incredible things, are those kinds of leaders. They're the ones that go first. They're the ones that dare to walk a new path, to go where no one else has gone before. And this comes with a lot of stuff, because you have to hold people if you want to do it at a level that's big, whether it be clients or staff or contractors, whatever. You're going to have to hold people's doubt. You're going to have to hold other people's uncertainty. You're going to have the leadership skills and the emotional intelligence to lead and to continue to execute on your vision, and to continue, not just keep going in a way of like not giving up, but keep going in a way of not just getting comfortable when you get to a certain point, and really expanding and really leading and really going first and refining and going, I have this difficult conversation, I come up against this obstacle, and I continue to lead myself through it and to go first. And that is what we're going to be working on. That's what this program, Dare to Lead, The Art of Becoming Self-Made, is all about. I feel like this is such a powerful time for me to teach this. As I said, it was kind of something that was brewing in the background. And then I started having these life experiences with people, with clients, reflecting this back to me, really, and particularly with advising people on negotiation things and then watching it work out, being massively successful. Also, there's a lot of people right now working on value and identity who are constantly reporting in my world that they're able to increase their prices and call in new clients with ease. This is all part of this same thing. And I often feel that the best time to teach something like this is when it's fresh. Because there's this thing for me, I'm like, I remember how I used to be and where I was, and I can see this massive change in who I am. And I also I kind of have this bridge. There's this emotional and identity code that I've recently traversed. And it's just, I can see it. I see it everywhere. I see it in people where it's aligned. I see it in people where it's misaligned. And that's not a criticism or a judgment. It's just an invitation for refinement. And so I'm really excited to open up these 10 spots in Dare to Lead, where we're going to be having a program in the sense that I'm going to be teaching you things. And we're going to be having not just, we're going to be having 3 days where there's going to be hot seat coaching, where there's going to be Q&A, where there's going to be masterminding, and then 3 Telegram days as well, where you're going to get to come in. The way around my Telegram days is you get to actually drop in before. So you can go in and you can voice note up to 10 minutes of what it is that's going on, what your goals are, what you want to work on. And then when we start the day, I'll actually come in and start responding to what's already there. And we're also going to kind of get a little group and community. And again, it's limited to just 10 people so that I can really workshop this with you and really guide you through it. So I'm really excited to be offering this. It is priced at $1,042, so $1,042. I'm very, very excited to be welcoming this next generation of leader. And I'm so excited too, because I think before Christmas and right before we go into seeing family is a really powerful time to refine this, because we kind of get to refine this level of self-leadership in ourselves. And then family is the ultimate test of contrast. So when we're around family, it actually, and I'm going to be teaching you how I do this. It's the test of a lot of the times for us where we actually get to refine who we're being, what we're embodying. It's kind of like if you can be your new self, the most expanded version of yourself around your family, a lot of the times that is a really great sign that it is deeply embodied. And then we obviously have that, we get to anchor this in before we go into the new year, which is just, we want to, guys, 2025 is going to be so good. Not in a way of like, oh, this year's a write-off, let's year, but like it gets to keep getting better. And that is the vibe of this leading up into 2025. So I'm really excited to be inviting 10 people to join me for Dare to Lead the program. I also want to talk about tonight, because this is Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and I felt like I should do something. So what I've decided is normally the smallest package I have right now, just because I've been really busy, is the VIP week, which is 5 Telegram days and 2 sessions with me. But I've decided to make individual Telegram available for purchase. That can feel like a big commitment or a big investment, or maybe you just feel like you want to ask some questions or get a little bit of feedback. So I've decided to open 5 spots. I'm just going to have for 5 people will be a single Telegram day. So those are going for $440. And again, that's just one day with me in Telegram. And so the way that works is you book it, and then you get my Telegram, and we connect and we pick a day. So I do Telegram days, Tuesday, Thursdays, Fridays. You can pick a day that works for you. And then again, leading up to the day, we'll have maybe a little conversation ahead of time about what you want to work on. But leading up to the day, you can drop in up to 10 minutes of content, whatever, voice noting, and I will come in there. And throughout the day, I'll respond to what you've said. And you get to keep responding as well through the day. And usually the way this works with my clients is there's kind of, because I work with a lot of busy people, there ends up being, 3 or 4 exchanges throughout the day where it's you come in and leave a bunch of stuff, and then I listen to it and I respond. And I'm listening, obviously, with the level of insight that I have. A lot of time it's decoding patterns of human behavior. And I can't remember if I said this now on this live stream or another, because the sound went out, and this is my 3rd time doing this today. But I've said, a client recently said to me that my Telegram days, she said on her first Telegram day, at first or second Telegram day out of her package, she was like, I literally got my money's worth for the VIP week out of this Telegram day, because I've got more self-understanding from these 15-minute riffs than I did from from the last 10 years of my growth journey. And that's obviously, she's being really colorful there. but they are incredibly, incredibly powerful. A lot of people buy the week and don't realize actually how supportive those Telegram days are going to be, just because of the understanding that I have of human behavior and all of the patterns that I can point out. And then obviously the tools that I have. And usually with something like that, like if I have a master class or a one-off something that's going to be supportive, then I'll just share that with you in the context of that container. So those are single Telegram days that are available for $440. There's only 5 spots available for this festive season that we're in right now. And I also decided to do a bundle. So if you purchase Dare to Lead and a single Telegram day, I will give you a gift and you'll get another Telegram day. So if you come in for the leadership program, Dare to Lead, and you get a single Telegram day with me, you will get another Telegram day as a gift. So I'm very excited about that. There's actually maybe going to be one more thing on Cyber Monday, but that is my Black Friday offering from Michael Edwards Live. So thrilled to be sharing that with you. And I'll just say this finally, because I think there was a time that I thought that the level of power and determination and self-leadership that I show up with now was impossible for me. And I think a lot of that is that I was like saw it logically or was presented with logical solutions. Hello, Alibon Global. So nice to have you here. I was presented with these kind of logical solutions. And so it was this thing of like, okay, well, I have to go and do this hard thing. And if I don't do it, it means this. And if I do it and it's hard, it means this. But who I wasn't changing. And so again, with Dare to Lead, what I'm really excited about and what I want you to know is that it's really you changing and evolving. And I find honestly, it's so often comes from something that seems so unrelated. Like people will come for this big business thing and there'll be this thing with their mother, or people will come for this client thing or this money thing, and it will be something that seems so unrelated. But the way that I've kind of evolved and adapted to guide people through this is the thing and is the way that shifts us into this identity and allows us to integrate these parts of ourselves where we've given away our power, where we're kind of, it's almost like there's a wedge between us and our power and who we really are. And we get to dissolve that wedge and really step into this level of leadership where it's like, you're the one that goes first. You're the one that knows. You're the one that leads your company. You're the one that leads your vision. You're the one that creates the results. You're the one that creates the financial results, the prestige results, all the results that we want. And that's what client wants. That's what clients want. That is what is so sexy to clients. It really is. When I became a more powerful, more self-led version of myself, people were just like, ooh, I am so magnetized to you, because we want that. As powerful, self-led people want that. And I see this all the time. I'm kind of going off in a tangent here, but one of my passions is really understanding luxury and excellence within business. And the more I become a high level, high end buyer, I see where things are that and where they're not. And that's the thing with our clients. And that's why clients in different relationships either connect with us or don't connect with us based on this level of leadership and internal power and internal definition, is because people can feel that. Even if we're saying the right things, even if we're doing the right things, even if everything's right on the surface, there's a level of self-leadership that it's just embodied. Like those friends were reflecting back to me. It's just so deep in your energy that people can feel it. And people with money and people with power love people with power and integrity. We love that. I love it. When I'm hiring a realtor, when I'm hiring a freelancer, when I'm hiring anything, I want that. I look for that. And I can feel when people aren't that. I recently had an experience with 2 different car dealerships, and in one of the places I could feel there was like this really salesy kind of like try to get you energy, and in the other place there was respect. And I was so drawn to that level of respect and integrity. And the thing is, people who are in their power, people that have the power and the level of self control and discipline and self leadership to truly create wealth and impact, strategies and tactics don't work on them anymore. They don't work on them anymore because there's a level of self-realization and emotional control that you have to go beyond a certain level of money. And so you can no longer be gotten. There's no longer tricks or, I see these things online where people are like, oh, this email sequence and you do it like this. And then, but well, how does that work as a business model? Oh, well, we're always getting new people and bringing them in. Well, why? Because it's not actually good. That's the opposite of what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actually becoming the leader, actually becoming the one, actually becoming the one that is that valuable, that is so much so what people expect that they can feel it before they even know you. People say that to me all the time. I knew you were going to be good, but my God, when I got inside, it was amazing. And it's been such a journey to code that in. And I had to let go of all of any kind of shortcut or desire for quick fixes or strategies or quick wins or cash injections. It was none of that. It was actually doing the work and becoming a leader, becoming self led. And so for the 10 people or the 10 spots I'm opening up and inviting you into in this program, Dare to Lead, I am so excited to be welcoming you in. So if you would like to join for Dare to Lead or you want more information, just comment or DM me leader. And if you want to join me for one of the single Telegram days, or you want more info on that, you can just comment or DM me Telegram. So comment or DM me leader for the leadership program, Dare to Lead. If you want to do a one-on-one Telegram day for me, and I'll just wrap actually in the meeting. So the Dare to Lead, the Art of Becoming Self-Made is a 3-week leadership program with lots of hot seat, lots of contact points. It's limited to 10 people, so we can really do this work together. That is $1,042. And then I have 5 single one-off Telegram days available with me. So those are $440. So if you are interested in Dare to Lead, you can comment or DM me leader. And if you're interested in one of the Telegram days, you can, I don't remember what I said, comment or DM Telegram. And if you do decide to do both, if you do the leadership program and you purchase a Telegram day, you'll get another one-on-one Telegram day included as a gift. So thank you for joining me today. My name is Michael Edwards. I am so pleased to have had you here. I am just now noticing that I'm frozen on Instagram, so that's interesting. Hopefully, I haven't been frozen this whole time. Let me just see if there's any questions. Oh, yes. Um, Kimberly says, hello, Michael Edwards. Hello, Valerie. Hello, Zara. And oh, yes, Zara says one-on-one with me is out of this world. So thank you for joining me today. Again, if you were here live or if you're here watching the replay, leave a comment down below. Say hello. I love to know that you were here. I love to connect with you. I love also it helps the algorithm. So it's helping me out as well. And if you know someone who would be interested in this conversation or interested in this program, please feel free to also share this link with them. So I am signing off. I'm very excited. It's Friday night. I'm going to go. I don't even know what I'm going to do yet, but it's going to be glorious. So I leave you with that. My name is Michael Edwards. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm sending you so much love and bye for now.